This is Bob Maloney from My MMA News, and I am very, very happy for the first time to talk to Jamie Colleen. Jamie has been representing Philly MMA very respectably for 9 years, and she is in Prior Lake, Minnesota for LFA 142 as she is on the main card tomorrow night. Jamie, great to talk to you. Thanks for giving me a few minutes. How you feeling after weigh-ins and refueling and rehydrating?
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm so excited to be here. Yeah, so I feel great. It's been 3 years since I last fought. So I'm 100% healthy, no injuries. And yeah, the weight cut went well. So I'm ready to go. We're rehydrated and had a nice steak dinner, so I'm happy.
Excellent, excellent. Well, listen, it sure seems to me like, you bonded with, Vitamin D, Diana Bennett over punching each other in the face. So talk to me a little bit about having not just another female around your size to train with, but an elite female. I mean, Jane, she is like one of the best in the world. She should be getting a title shot at Bellator, and now she's like your best buddy and your training partner. Has that helped? How has that helped you?
Oh, it's helped me so much. I've learned so much from Deanna, and I continue to do so on a daily basis. And I'm like truly grateful for our connection and our now like super awesome friendship. And what a lot of people don't know is that Deanna and I used to cross train together at Hinzo's in New York. Many, many years ago, because finding training for, women our sizes was hard to come by. So once a week, it was actually a great solid group of women from all over would meet at Hinzo's and would get some like solid sparring in and drills and training. So that's actually how we met. And then she came to Philly and trained with us one day, and it was really like the first time we had a chance to, like, we knew each other obviously because we were training and working out, but it was like we never really had like moments because I feel like we were always on the go, right? So it was like after training, I always had to like run and jump on the train to get home to my daughter before she was out of school. So it was like I never really had that time to really socialize with anyone or get to know many of the people there. So we finally like sat down, had the conversation. I'm just like, did we just become best friends? And she's like, did we just become best friends? Yeah, it was amazing. Yeah. So she stuck with me for life now.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Like I said, you just because listen, you're at Marquez MMA and Daniel Gracie, and one of the hottest schools in the MMA world right now. I mean, 5 of your teammates are in the UFC. Deanna's in Bellator. Talk to me a little bit about, the room, because you've been there through it all. Like, you helped it grow. Like I said, much respect to you for being there for so long. I mean, you have, like I said, it seems weird to call you an OG, but when I say that, I mean that respectfully. I don't mean you're old. Nothing but gratitude for representing the city for so long, so well. You were on Dana White's Contender Series twice. You were one-on-one on there. And like I said, talk to me a little bit about, your school and the room, because it's filled with a bunch of great people and great fighters.
Yeah, it is definitely a room full of greats for sure. Like even like our up and comers are going to be, I mean, we've definitely built a solid team over the years, and I'm just really thankful to have been part of it, especially back from the beginning, essentially. So I've really have grown, have had that chance to grow, with Daniel. And then I've been with, John Marquez came on board with us. I don't know, I guess it's been like 5 years now, 4 or 5 years. And so, but the moment I think Daniel met John, it was like how Deanna and I are. It's like they just knew instantly, like, men. And they both had the same vision of what, how they want our fighters trained. Like our room alone is like, it's very structured, which I like. They train everybody the same. They train, we got, our guys in UFC, we've got, Pat Sabatini, Sean Brady, now Joe Pyfer, and all the guys. It's like they train our amateurs the way they train our pros, and then like our elite level guys and girls. And so I don't know, it's really truly something special to be part of, because we're not just a team, like we're a family, and we treat each other as such. And just like the loyalty like really runs deep. And I think that really I mean, not only it makes it like separates us from most teams, but I think that knowing that we're like all in it together and have that same, like the same vision, the exact same vision. We all show up every day, like for ourselves, for each other, for our coaches. And it's like, yeah, we're all on that same wavelength. And it's amazing because in the past I've been to other gyms, right? Like we cross train different places, and you don't really sense that in other gyms. And so sometimes I'm like, wow, we are different, we are special, and we are making a name for ourselves finally. Like it's been so long that it's like, you know, people don't really like to give you that recognition until once you make it to that big stage. But I mean, we've always known who we were. We've always known like what we're capable of and what we have. And so now that people are starting to recognize us, it doesn't really make a difference. I mean, it's nice to be acknowledged, but we're like, all right, whatever, just can keep doing what we're doing. So yeah.
Well, cool. That's the fighter mentality, and that's what you have. I mean, you're a warrior. Now, Jamie, how old is your daughter, and is she like aware of, mommy's fighting? Is she old enough to realize what's going on right now?
Oh, absolutely. She's my number one fan. She's 12 now. So she grew up on the mats, she grew up crawling around and running, and she's trained a little bit of jiu-jitsu herself. And now she's jumped in on like the kids MMA classes once in a while, but like she's found her passion in like theater and like the arts and stuff. So she's a performer and loves it. But she also has she's super athletic. She's really good at anything she does. She's like one of those people. So it's but she's full on more than aware. And like I said, she's my number one fan. So she's definitely like proud of mommy, and it makes me feel good. Yeah, she's always rooting for me. So
hey, listen, and it's also got to make you feel good because you training for this long, as a woman, the part of being able to take care of yourself, knowing that your daughter likes to do that too, has to be a comforting feeling to you, whether she ever fights or not. Just like that she likes to train jiu-jitsu and train has got to be a great feeling as a mom that she followed you a little bit.
Yeah, totally. And really, I've always kind of wanted her to find her own way. Like, obviously, I think as far as like how much she wants to be involved is her choice. I do like the fact that she has like a little bit of, self-defense, like knowing that and having that in her toolbox. I think that's far more important to me than her actually like pursuing it and competing in it. Just because we all know the principles and the value system that like martial arts teaches us. And so for her to have that, I love that. I love for her to have that. And and if she does decide to compete one day, then of course I will coach her. I will support her. I will guide her, and we'll do it. We'll do it if it's something she wants to.
You'll be super nervous too, because I'm sure you'll be more nervous as the mom.
Now I know how my mom feels. When I first started, my mom's like, no, we're not doing this. I'm like, well, I am an adult now, so I'm gonna do, I just had this vision for myself. I didn't really have a solid plan. And so it was like when I told my family I'm gonna pursue this thing, they're like, what in the world? No, you need a plan, you need all these things. And then my mom, is still hard for her to watch me fight. So I get it. And like being a mother now, and then possibly one day my daughter fighting, it's gonna be hard. So I get it. Yeah.
Well, listen, that's one of the reasons that I respect you so much, because I see you talk about on social media about the things you've had to overcome with people saying you're too pretty, you should be a model, you're a mom. So people are like stereotyping, but you love to do this and you've been doing it for so long. To have to, not listen to those people is the right thing to do. And much respect to you and much props for following your dreams and doing what you love. And let's talk about tomorrow night. I'm looking at your opponent. She's 3-0, Giovanna Canuto, 3-0, 3 first-round submissions. I'm pretty sure we know that she's a jiu-jitsu fighter and she's going to want what she wants to do, basically. I don't think she's going to want to trade with you. Talk to me a little bit about this matchup and how your team and yourself are looking at it.
Yeah, I am so excited. My team's excited. Like I said, it's been so long since I've stepped in the cage. So this is my happy place and this is where I belong. So I like the matchup a lot. I know she's not going to want to trade with me, but we're prepared for, her wanting to take it to the ground. Obviously that's her comfort zone and her go-to. So, and it's fine, but she's going to need some good wrestling in order to employ her Jiu Jitsu. So I'm not sure how great her wrestling background is in that at all. But I mean, our game plan really is, I'd like to keep it standing, but if it does go to the ground, I mean, it is a fight. We can't really, anticipate every single thing that's going to happen. So if it does go to the ground, I mean, I'm a brown belt under Daniel Gracie. Like, I'm 100% comfortable there, and I have really great ground and pound. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, our team is like, we're really prepared for any situation. So yeah, I'm just going to do my thing and have fun. I mean, this is, I think, the first fight for me where I just really feel like, not that I haven't felt comfortable in the past, but I just really feel just like happy and at peace with where I'm at, and the things I had to overcome with like my injuries and then just life stuff, like leading up to this has been like, I'm like, all right, like, this is it. Like, I'm ready to go. And yeah, I'm just happy. I don't feel like really nervous. I just sort of take those feelings I do feel as like adrenaline, like that's my body telling me I'm ready. I'm ready. I've put the work in. I'm prepared, and we had a solid cut. Like, I don't know what else to say.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, listen, tune in to UFC Fight Pass. You can see Jamie Colleen do her thing, LFA 142, Friday, September 16th, which will be tomorrow night. I want to thank her for joining me after the weight cut. Jamie, give some shout outs or some love to sponsors, friends, whoever you want. The floor is yours.
So many shout outs. How much time do we have?
Sorry, girl.
No, I mean, obviously, my team, my training partners who push me every single day and just bring out the best in me and support me through everything. It's amazing to have such a solid support system. So I thank my team, my coaches, my teammates that came out with me for this fight, Diana Bennett, Cody Hamron, Issa Dalipaj, which, this is actually a first fight where I didn't have either Daniel or John. Sometimes it's like 1-1, or like, this is, because they're in Vegas now for Pfeiffer and Sabatini, because they're fighting on the UFC card the following night. So they had to be in Vegas. And so I just, again, though, I'm really thankful for everyone who came out to support me for this fight. And let's see, obviously, my daughter, my family, and everybody that I love so much, all my friends back home in Philly, and just, I feel I feel all the love this week. I mean, all the time I feel the love, but this week especially. So, let's see, sponsors, all my sponsors, Fuel Hunt, City Fitness Philly. We have New Hope Regeneration, Impact Mouth Guards. Oh gosh, I couldn't name them all off the top of my head. I'm sorry. You would think I would know this off the top of my head. OnlyFans. I just signed on to OnlyFans as an athlete. So that's been like some big news, which I haven't really had a chance to announce, but hey, here it is.
Okay,
guys.
Breaking some news.
Yes. And but it's all just like, it's all athlete like stuff. It's my athlete page, so just, and hope don't think it's gonna be anything more than that. So anyway,
You got it.
I really got to make that clear. And geez Louise, I don't want to offend anybody, but I know I'm forgetting a few, but I'll post out and
Got it. Well, Jane, best of skills and best of luck to you tomorrow night at LFA. And once again, thank you for being such a tremendous role model for young people, young women. I really admire that about you, and following your dreams, and wishing you nothing but the best. I know you're going to represent Philly MMA as well as it can possibly be represented. And I'm so happy that you're in this community and back in there doing what you love to do. It's a pleasure talking to you the first time. And listen, go in there and kick some ass, and I hope we're talking about your victory and your next fight maybe in the UFC. Who knows? Jamie Colleen.
Thank you. Thanks, Bob. I appreciate it.